This lady she is accused of scamming an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor that she met on a dating site for $2.8 million. I'm sorry, I don't know if you could get somebody to give you $2.8 million from showing some titty and you look like this, bro. Come on, man. If you look like this and you're from Florida, so people already know you're probably like something crazy. And if you look like this and you're able to scam somebody out of $2.8 million, bruh, I hope y'all let her keep some of that. At least pay for her lawyer fees, because that's crazy. That's impressive. Peaches Sturgis' years-long fraud cost the elderly victim his life savings while she lived in a life of luxury. I'm sure if he had $2.8 million that he didn't even notice that he gave away that much, you know what I'm saying? It's a little... Peaches Sturgis' years-long fraud cost the elderly victim his life savings while she lived a life of luxury that included a house in a gated community, a Corvette, lavish vacations, and designer items, including Rolex watches. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York said in a Friday news release. In total, the victim signed off on 62 checks, totaling almost $3 million that went right into Sturgis' coffers, and he ultimately lost his apartment from the romance scam. Starting in early 2017, the 36-year-old woman met the man on a dating site. She asked the victim to borrow money to pay her lawyer, who she said refused to fork over funds from an injury settlement, according to the feds. She claimed funds were put into a TD bank account, but evidence indicates she never received a cent from supposed injury settlement. Over the next 4.5 years, Sturgis' web of lies steadily continued draining the Holocaust survivor of his final pennies. He demanded the victim deposit money into her bank. She demanded the victim deposit money into her bank accounts because she claimed if not, they would be frozen, and he would never get any of his money back that he loaned her, the U.S. Attorney Office said. He continued loading money into her two accounts belonging to Sturgis, who at one point even created a fake email account and fake invoices that were supposed to look like they came from a TD Bank employee. Sturgis pleaded guilty to one count of wire fraud and faces up to 20 years in prison. She was also ordered to pay $2.8 million in restitution and forfeit the same amount, including the more than 100 luxury items that she bought, including designer clothes, purses, and lots of jewelry. Peaches Sturgis stole the life savings from an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor who was just looking for companionship. This conduct is sick and sad, the U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said in a statement. Thanks to the hard work of the FBI and this office, Sturgis is being held accountable for her fraud. See, this is crazy because let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it real. And shout out to the New York Post for this article, but let's keep it real. He was a dirty old man. More than likely. I don't know this man, but if he is like in his 80s, he's dirty, and she was probably sending him nudes, and you know what I'm saying? I've seen people get scammed like this. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. And you try to convince these people that, no, she ain't into you like that. And they don't believe you, bro. They don't believe it. They think they in love and that they found something that happened. No, bro. No. $2.8 million. How, like 2.8 million? Bro, that's a lot of money. And I feel like this part right here is just extra. They're just making this extra. Like if she was scamming him off the basis, like I was scamming him because he's a Jewish Holocaust survivor, then I'd be like, but no, but she was just scamming him. You know what I'm saying? This is unnecessary. Clickbaity. Too clickbaity. But that's this. I don't know, man. You know? Like, why are old people? You shouldn't be allowed to be on a fucking dating site then if you're fucking getting scammed for if you're so much of a moron and got so much money that you get scammed out of $2.8 million, there should be a cap on how old you could be on a fucking dating site. Let's be real. The minute you can't drive your fucking car, you shouldn't be able to be on a fucking dating site. Keep it in the band, though. If you're too old to drive, you're too old to dive. All right? So let Plenty of Fish be under 65 or some shit. Because if y'all are dumb enough to get scammed for fucking $2.8 million, you're fucking too horny, old man. You're probably sending like raggedy ass fucking saggy dick pics to this fucking fat chick. And all she was sending you was her pictures of her unititty with her fucking triple chin. Look at that shit. Bro, that's a fistful. Like, I'd be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? That shit's crazy. And this dude, and she's smiling like, yup. I hope you hit some of that money, bitch. That's crazy. Pay for some of them lawyers, especially because he's one of them folks. Oh, shall we forever remain nameless? You might have a little more trouble. You might actually have a little trouble finding a good lawyer too. Like, no lie. Yeah, so you're really gonna get the book thrown at you, yo. No lie. You probably it's not looking good for Miss Sturgos here. Definitely was that, bro. What the? Oh man, I'm not fat shaming. I'm just saying it's pretty impressive that this lady was able to scam this motherfucker $2.8 million, damn near $3 million. That's crazy, yo.